Hi there and welcome back to my channel and a very messy studio. I thought I'd bring you along to give it a good tidy with me today. It's after kit packing. I have a kit subscription business, so once a month I pack loads and loads of kits. It takes me a good couple of weeks with the prep and then the actual packing, and during that time my house gets a mess and my studio gets even messier as everything just gets thrown in here. So I'm going to give it a good organize, a good tidy and a good clean with you today. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy a craft video too, whether that be creating or cleaning and organizing of craft rooms, please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you enjoy this kind of video too. So first things first, when I start a clean up, turn my phone off. It just went off just a moment ago. I don't want any distractions, so I'm going to put it on silent, put it out the room, and I will set a timer as well because I'd like to try and get it done in 15 minutes. I've got loads to do today and I just don't want to be spending all day in here tidying up. So if I set myself a timer, I just do so much better with that. So I'll set a timer and I work in zones as well. So I'm going to start at the back and work my way forward. I will give you a quick look of what we're dealing with. I've got this area here, which is where I had kept all the May kits. So I've been packing those, so that's a mess. I've got a little area down here which needs tidying up, which is bits and pieces left over from last month. I was working on bits for the new kits yesterday. I've got postage bits and pieces. I was cleaning my desk a moment ago to take some photos, so I've got method cleaner. I've got something else I'm packing for somebody. I've got new kit bits and pieces. My bins are overflowing. I've had a delivery of paper. I've had other deliveries, and this is all left over from kit packing as well, so that all needs tidying up. So this area I would like completely clear. I'd like my desks completely clear, and I'd like this area tidy as well. So that's what we're going to do in 15 minutes. So my 3 tips when tackling a very messy job which you want done in a short time: stick all your social media bits and pieces, your phones, whatever it is you use your social media on, stick them out of the room. Number 2, set yourself a timer. Set yourself a realistic goal in which you would like that job done. Mine is 15 minutes. So I'm going to set my alarm for 15 minutes and that's the time I'd like it done in. And number 3 is to give yourself a treat afterwards. What are you aiming for? I would like to bake a cake this afternoon, and I know that if I spend all day in here I won't be able to do that. If I get it done in 15 minutes it gives me loads of time to bake later. So that's my treat that I'm setting myself. Let me know. Do your goal setting, do your cleaning or your tidying, whatever it is you're doing. Let me know what the treat is that you're rewarding yourself with at the end. Something else I'm doing as I'm tidying, I'm putting things away. So I'm clearing out the basket here, and I put things away as I go along. So I'm not just moving them to another area. I will go and put these, for example, in my scissor pot straight away. By moving things to other areas, you end up creating yourself another job. So if you can get everything done in that one swoop, it's so much easier. The other thing I will do is I will literally just put things away quickly. I'm not going to get into reorganizing other areas because that's another job. Today is about a quick 15-minute clean, so I will not let myself be distracted with other jobs that also need doing. These are the notepads left over from this month's kit boxes. I've got a few left, and this is the drawer where I keep all my spare notepads, and then I list them and put them on my website. So these are now in their new home. I have to say, the worst thing about my job is all the paper cuts. I've managed to get one on my thumb and one on my hand already just in this short time. Another tip is do not leave the room when you're tidying up. I've got Aid's extension lead here that he was using the other day, and I'm not going to go and put it in its correct place along with the kitchen cleaner, which I've put by the door. I'm going to leave the bits and pieces by the door because if I leave the room I get distracted, and the idea is to stay in here and concentrate on the cleaning. The sofa area is clean again. I will concentrate on the corner in a bit, but now I'm going to twirl around. I'm going to put the paper away in the cupboard, and clear this bit of the desk, keeping to zones. And the desk area is now completely free, and that means then that I've got space to unpack the deliveries that arrived this week. I'm also going to pop these papers away. This is my cupboard where I keep all my printer paper and A4 card. I've got coloured cardstock at the back. This is my thicker A4 paper, and that's the printer paper I'm using at the moment. So by giving everything a space, it's so much easier to keep tidy. And that is where I keep all my large punches, my mostly EK Success punches I keep in there. This was the order that arrived this week, which I didn't have time to unpack, so I'm now going to find all the homes for this. Anything that is still a few months off from a kit, I pop under my little desk there, my planner desk. So this is nice and tidy. And now onto this area here. Is so much tidier now. Just needed to place a few bits away. I'm not going to deal with the shelves today. I need to get the new kit in there, but to be honest, that's not a priority, and that's something I can do tomorrow. I want to keep to my 15 minutes, but I would like to tidy up this little area here. I have cleaned out of the side there loads and loads of scraps of gift wrap. It's where we keep the family gift wrap. I've got some bags here. We reused gift bags as well, and I always keep them at the side here. Somehow I need to try and put it in. I found a pen. I found some A4 envelopes, and I found two things I'm really excited about. The other day I was doing a project with you, and I said about that plastic sheet that's really good for mixed media, and I didn't know where it was. So I've just found that, so I'm really chuffed about that, and I'll put that in the mixed media cupboard. And the other thing is, I have just found a roll of white brick paper. This is so handy. You can wipe it over, but it's a really good surface to work on. So like my desk space there, it was this horrible kind of, what do you call it, like fake wood. And I actually covered the coating of it with a wood grain, a white wood grain. And I really like this stuff, so I'm wondering where I can use this. Might be handy in another room. But I just ordered a roll just to see what it was like. It's only £8 something off eBay. So I'm quite pleased I found that, because I've got some ideas in mind. But by clearing out that paper, it now means I can push in my boxes here, and they're not sticking out anymore. There we go. These are bits that I'm currently working on, so I'm going to leave those there, and that looks so much tidier. Only thing left is this stuff here. I just can't seem to tidy this area. These are my files that I need to find space for. I was hoping that Aid would get rid of some that are in the loft. That's a box of upcycling that I want to work on for a video. And I am going to tidy up this area here. This is all craft projects that I'm currently working on as well. So this was a pile that I'd kind of accumulated, which I'm going to go through quickly. I'm done with my 15 minutes, but I'm just going to add on an extra 5 and go through this. I'm now in the swing of things, so I may as well go through all this as well. I've got several notebooks that I'm working on. I've got some anniversary cards. I don't keep loads of cards. I particularly liked that one, and I would quite like to frame that. But to be honest, most cards I bin. How about you? I know that some you can obviously reuse, but a lot of cards I just pop in the recycling bin. Most stuff in these baskets that I'm going through are like sticker sheets that I partly used, so I need to find homes for those. I did kind of have it all in these baskets because it makes life so much easier then when I want to create something. I've got everything together. This basket here is my countdown to Christmas basket. I still haven't finished that. I've done most of it. I've done really well, but there's just a couple more pages that I'd like to do at the back. So I will still keep all of that together. And now I'm just going to go through things and like partly use stickers I can keep, but things like where I've just stamped an image, that can go in the bin. I'm just going to put it all into little groupings. I've got photos here that I've printed off for my journaling. And then I can keep it all together in little groups. This is the cover to my 2019 trip journal. And my notebooks have been sat in the basket, so I'm going to pop them in. They are becoming very chunky now, but it would be nice to see the notebook together again. Look at that. Doesn't that look exciting? I love things like that. But I've got two notebooks in here. I've got the first part of the trip, the California part, and then I've got the Florida part as well. And it's looking very nice, and I'm really filling it up nicely now. But I don't think it's going to close for too much longer. And I'm going to keep all the stuff here. I've got my art journal and my pandemic journal, and I've got just like all the used up stickers, alpha stickers. I've got die cuts, photos that I've printed off for my projects, and I'm going to keep them all here because they're all together in one space and it feels nice and tidy. And I'm going to keep my Christmas journal in here. I've got two boxes of stuff that doesn't belong here and needs to go outside of the room, and I've got 3 bins of rubbish. These were mostly full anyway, but I filled them up and they can be emptied. I've got 2 recycling and 1 general waste. I'm going to leave it at that. I've got nowhere to put the folders. That's a project I want to be working on in the next week or so, and that's crafty stuff that I'm working on. And as you can see, everywhere is much clearer now, and I'm much happier with that. But I am just going to quickly vacuum the floor. That feels so much better. Oh, I've missed a bit. I have gone round under my desk and just given it a really good clean. And now I'm going to use my favourite Method Antibac all-purpose cleaner. It's a wild rhubarb and it smells delicious. And I'm going to give my desks a really good clean. It's places like that underneath, they get really dusty, and just sequins and paper and glitter and all the wonderful delights of a craft room. That is my quick blitz in my studio today. Just a few minutes. It really doesn't take long, less than half an hour. I know I set myself 15 minutes, but I did end up doing some extra jobs, and I hoovered and I've cleaned in here as well, and it feels and smells so much better. I'm so pleased. It's one of those jobs that you think is going to take you like all morning or all afternoon, and I've done it in less than half an hour, and I've found stuff I'd forgotten I had as well, so really chuffed about that. What jobs have you been putting off? Have you been putting off any deep cleaning, any decluttering, organising? What have you been putting off because you think it's going to take you so long, but in actual fact could take you less than half an hour? Leave your comment below and let me know, and then let me know when you've done it. Come back and leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you are new. I'm in the middle of filming a weekly vlog. My husband's just come home with the weekly shop, so he's laid it all out for me, so I'm going to go and film that, and that will be in the vlog next week. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.